I know this is like the 20th time we've watched this clip, but I still just do not get tired of it. That obsessive, exaggerated, overjoyed look on the Yandere's face when they finally get their way is just too good. And it gets better every time. Now do I like a video twice? Oh man, look at the time. I did not realize we were watching Yandere clips for this long. I'm actually kind of embarrassed. You're fine, though. I'm not embarrassed for you, but for me. Yeah, I'm pretty embarrassed for me. It's gotten pretty late. Shouldn't you be getting home? I mean, you should have gone home a long time ago. I'm happy to have you here, though. I always appreciate your company. And let me tell you, it is really hard to find a connoisseur who shares the same exquisite tastes with me. Do you know what kind of looks I'd get if I told people I like the yandere trope? It's not exactly dinner table conversation. Only you can sate my need to nerd out with someone over this stuff. I'd love to do it even longer, of course. But yeah, it's pretty late. You should get going home. But, well, it's really late, so you might as well stay. At least for the night. Maybe even longer if you want. I'm free tomorrow. And you can stay the morning or the afternoon. Heck, you could even stay forever. Oh, jeez. That kind of sounded like a yandere line, didn't it? It almost made me sound like a yandere. That'd be scary, wouldn't it? I mean, yeah. I know both of us like yanderes, but that's in fiction. You know, just watching anime or listening to ASMR videos or something like that. I mean, come on. If there was a yandere right in front of you, right now, head over heels for you, would you be happy? Or would you be scared? Really? Well, I'd like to believe that you're that much of a true fan, but I find it really hard to believe. So, if there was someone in front of you right now who loved you enough to say, watch you sleep, what do you think of that as a good thing or a bad thing? Do you really mean that? Because there was this one time that you crashed on my couch and I watched you sleep for a little bit. Not in like a creepy way, you know. It's just that you were on my couch and I was awake, and obviously I can't help but to notice you so obviously there, and there was some amount of time that I just happened to be watching you. But that's just more in a sort of passive kind of way. It wasn't like I was staring too intensely. But still, you looked very peaceful. It was cute. Very, very cute. Anyway, the moral of the story is that what I did wasn't yandere at all, but, just out of curiosity. What if it really was in a sort of intense and loving way that I was watching you sleep? Would you seriously be comfortable with that? Are you serious? You're not just saying that in a joking kind of way, are you? Because, that's like textbook creepy right there. I know it's just looking, but I don't know. I guess I feel like it's an invasion of your privacy. So it would be weird if it didn't make you uncomfortable, despite everything. Hmm? Oh, I just mean everything in general. like the world. There are a lot of things in the world that can make you uncomfortable. That's what I meant. For instance, what if someone who obsessed over you picked up something sort of like a candy wrapper you dropped to remember you by, sort of like a memento? Well, I suppose that's what a memento means. But still, wouldn't that be really unsettling to you? How would you feel about that? Seriously? I, well, I was gonna say that I can't see how you'd be flattered, but no, I can see how you'd be flattered. It's just, it's really hard to believe that you really think like that. Not that it's a bad thing, no. In a way, I'm actually really impressed. You know, the other day you tried to throw a candy wrapper away in the trash, but you didn't realize that you missed. I happened to pick it up because, well, obviously, littering is bad. But what if I told you that I still have that candy wrapper? Would you, be happy with that? Or would you be unhappy? Happy? Even if I, say, had it preserved in a glass display case? Sort of like a museum piece? That's something. I have to say, I knew you liked Yandere's, but I did not realize that you liked him this much. You know, I like them too, but I don't like them in the sense that I'd want to get kidnapped by one or maybe even pampered a little while I'm staying in their basement or whatever else they want to do to me. I'm. Okay, this is going to sound messed up, but I sort of look up to them in a way. Okay, yeah, that really did sound super messed up. No, that's not the right way to say it. I wouldn't say that I look up to them, because obviously what they're doing is wrong. And I'm sure you'd be really creeped out if I thought they were morally good or something. But it's more like I feel a lot of empathy for them. I can really get myself into the mindset of a yandere. And I don't necessarily agree with them, especially with their, how shall we say, methods. But I can see where they're coming from. It's sort of like there's someone I love very, very much. Just like a yandere loves someone very, very much. They happen to look a lot like you, actually. And they're the only person I can really open up to any degree. Even if I can't open up to them all the way. But when you love a person that much, it sort of makes me feel possessed in a way, if that makes any sense. Like, if they wanted something, I'd just have to get it for them. Like my body is just taken over to give them anything they want, just like a possession. So, if they wanted, say, salt on their fries, I'd get it for them, even if I had to mine the salt out of the ground with my own two hands. Maybe that's a bit of a silly example, but do you get what I'm saying? It's like I'm possessed by a demon. I just don't feel anything when I love them, but I always love them. So sometimes I wonder who the real me even is. I just don't feel like myself when I love them, but I always love them. So sometimes I wonder who the real me even is. And I know that you might think saying I'm possessed by a demon is a weird way to put it. After all, What kind of demon is so desperate to please and make you happy? But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Because when the person I love looks at others, talks to others, when they smile at others, I get so deeply, deeply hurt. That's when I feel most possessed. I feel possessed to take them away from everyone, to take them to a place where I'm the only one they can look at, where I'm the only one they can talk to, where I'm the only one they can give their gorgeous smile to. It should only be for me. It should all be for me. And I just don't know why. I don't know why I feel so intensely. I don't know why I feel so unreasonably. I know I must be so insecure to feel this way, but part of me feels like my insecurities are justified. I know that they're their own person. I know they have the right to look at others. They have the right to talk to others or smile at them. I know I'm being unreasonable. I know all that. I know. But I don't know what to do. I know I'm so desperate for their love, but I don't know the real me. The only thing I know about myself is that the real me is ugly. The real me is unlovable. The real me doesn't deserve their love. Or any love, for that matter. And I know that my love doesn't know the real me. If they knew the real me, they'd be disgusted. They'd have the right to be. After all, the real me is disgusting. But I wish they knew the real me. It'd be so liberating if they knew the real me. It would take all the weight off of my chest. I really want them to know who I am, because they need to know who I am to truly love me. And it's not enough for them to just love the appearances I put up. I want them to love me. Hey, what if I'm talking about you? You like the obsessive type, right? What if I was talking about you? What if it was you that I felt this possessive over? What if it was you that I felt this way about? What if I was a real Yandere? Would you love a real Yandere? What if I really watched you sleep? And not just that one time. What if I really kept your wrappers in a glass display case and everything, like a damn creep? Would you still love me? You've been with me for so long, and I've kept all of this inside of me this entire time, because there's no way I can still believe that you'd ever actually love a sick freak like me. So tell me, now that you know the real me, do you love me? That's messed up. You're precious. You're the most precious and lovely thing I could have ever laid my eyes on. You should take better care of yourself. There's no way you should be okay with someone like me. You deserve better than me. I'm bad for you. But thank you. I don't know why you actually love me, but thank you. I I still don't fully understand myself. I still don't think I've fully processed my emotions. But I'm happy. I'm happy that I can tell you all this, and I'm happy you can love me. You are truly amazing. I think you're wrong for loving me, but I wouldn't change it. To think that you can actually love a creep like me. And that's why I love you too. Hello, everyone, it's Prince Kairo, and once more, thank you all for listening to yet another one of my audios. I, truly speaking, cannot thank you all enough. Today is a glorious day, for it is the day that I've been remonetized. After a very hard, long, and arduous fight for which I've lost far too many hours of sleep, the dream is still alive. And it's all because of you, all of your outpour of support here and on Twitter and even in my DMs. Thank you all so, so much. Please don't be afraid to celebrate in the comments. Special thank you goes out to all of my patrons, especially that of my beloved pets. Ash3407, Nikki Pele, Ghost, Michelle, T. Briscoe, Toka, Vinowan, and Lindsay Travers. Thank you all so, so much for all that you do, be you patron or not. If you're interested in getting more from me, be it not safe for work extras from my Patreon, or even more ways to support and follow me, be sure to check out my link tree. It'll be down in my comments. Thank you all so, so much for all that you do for me. I've been Prince Cairo, and remember that I cannot thank you enough. Mwah.